Welcome to Spiritual Combat 101, where we help beginners embark on their spiritual journey by unlocking the basics of spiritual warfare. This is episode 66, Praying Against Occult Practices and Witchcraft. In today's episode, we're delving into the crucial topic of praying against occult practices and witchcraft. These spiritual forces can have profound impacts on individuals and communities, making it essential for us to engage in focused and powerful prayer. We'll explore 7 key strategies for praying against these forces, each supported by scripture from the King James Version. Let's arm ourselves with spiritual insight and prayer as we tackle this significant issue. First, it's important to recognize the spiritual battle we are facing. Ephesians 6 verse 12 reminds us, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Understanding that this conflict is spiritual in nature empowers us to pray effectively against occult practices and witchcraft. Next, we should be praying for spiritual discernment. Hebrews 5 verse 14 states, "But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil." Spiritual discernment helps us recognize and resist occult influences and deceptions, making our prayers more targeted and effective. We also need to focus on breaking generational curses. Exodus 20-5b says, "Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me." Praying to break these curses, particularly those linked to occult involvement, is crucial for spiritual freedom and healing for ourselves and future generations. Declaring God's sovereignty is another powerful strategy. Psalm 22 verse 28 declares, "For the kingdom is the Lord's, and he is the governor among the nations." By affirming God's ultimate authority over all spiritual forces, we reinforce our faith and the effectiveness of our prayers against occult powers. We should also be praying for deliverance and freedom. Luke 4 verse 18 provides a powerful reminder, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised." Interceding for those caught in occult practices to experience God's healing and liberation is crucial. Additionally, we need to bind and rebuke occult spirits. Mark 16:17 says, "And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils." Exercising spiritual authority through prayer helps dismantle occult strongholds and prevents their influence. Finally, pray for God's light to prevail. John 1 verse 5 tells us, "The light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not." Invoking God's light and truth is essential for exposing and overcoming the darkness of occult practices. Are you engaged in praying against occult practices and witchcraft? Recognize the spiritual battle, seek discernment, break generational curses, declare God's sovereignty, pray for deliverance, bind occult spirits, and let God's light shine. Share this episode with others and encourage fervent prayer against these dark influences. Together, through prayer and faith, we can combat spiritual darkness and advance God's kingdom of light. Thank you for tuning into Spiritual Combat 101. Engaging in prayer against occult practices and witchcraft is a vital part of spiritual warfare. Share this message, support one another in prayer, and let's continue to stand firm in God's light and truth. Until next time, stay vigilant and empowered in your spiritual journey.